Musk asked who gave you the haircut. As we said earlier, I did. Right, welcome back to Impact Shooting. In today's video, we are going to be reading some of my favorite comments as well as some not so nice comments from the past couple of weeks, actually just the past week, because you guys comment a lot, which is amazing, so thank you very much. And I actually read all of the comments at the moment. Well, for the most part, I try and read all of the comments because it is getting to the point where I'm it's too much. Like, the rate you guys are commenting on, if I were just to read comments, you'd never get a new video. But anyway, today I thought I would read some of my favorite comments from the past week, and let's have a healthy discussion. And what I also enjoy seeing is that you guys are actually having healthy discussions with each other in the comments, and that is really refreshing to see, because oftentimes when I read comments on other YouTube channels or Facebook, I see people getting ugly with each other, and I don't like that. So I really like the fact that you guys are having healthy discussions with each other. First of all, before we get into the comments, let me know in this video's comments if you're an OG subscriber. In other words, an original gangster subscriber. You were one of the first people here, and I'm thinking everybody that joined sort of before 20,000 will still be considered as an OG subscriber once we hit sort of 100,000 and so on. The channel growth over the last month has been staggering. Like, we hit on the 6th of April, we hit 10,000 subscribers. We're currently almost at 12,500 subscribers. So we added about 2,300 subscribers in about 23 days, which is, I mean, I am so blown away. And you guys rock. So for the most part, I want to say thank you with today's sort of bonus video by reading some of the comments. Obviously, I can't read all of them because otherwise we'd be here all day. I want to thank Modular Driven Technologies for sponsoring the channel and today's video. Behind me, you'll see the brand new XRS chassis, their latest chassis, sort of stock hybrid system. I really like that, super budget friendly, and I'm going to be shooting that for the next couple of matches for sure. Go check out mdttac.com for your next bolt action rifle chassis system, from super high end on their ACC/ESS to more sort of hunting type things with their LSS line, and then also the XRS, which is sort of the happy medium between the lot. Anyway, let's get into the comments, shall we? First comment: what happened to the beard? This comment was asked a lot on the last couple of videos. Now, due to the YouTube monetization thing, the videos sort of didn't come out as they were filmed in the sequence of their film. So you guys will actually get a video on Friday, which would be tomorrow, because this is Thursday the 30th of April today. You guys will see that video, and I'll still have a beard in that video, but I shaved literally after recording that video. And the reason for that was I just didn't like the way it looked anymore, and my wife was like, she prefers me like this, and happy wife, happy life. So we did that. And then another comment I got is, who cut your hair? This guy cut his hair, and I'm actually considering what we did. It came out not looking too crap. It looks crap, but like, considering I've never cut hair, never mind cut my own hair, I think we did okay. Right, so in the Pro Shooter breaks down sniper scenes from movies, we had a lot of guys noting that Marky Mark's character, if you don't know why he's Marky Mark, he used to be in a boy band. I'll put a picture here. He was racking his 50 BMG in the scene where he's shooting at his helicopter. Now, I did notice that when I put that video together, but for me, and I'll overlay a little bit of that here, it does look like the 50 was jamming. So if they were having him fire blanks, which I doubted, I don't know, I wasn't there when they made it, it looks to me like the rifle wasn't cycling, so that's why I didn't mention it, because he potentially was just having to manually operate that rifle because it wasn't cycling correctly. Now, that could also be due to jams or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I did see that when making it, but I also did see that in the one scene specifically, it looks like there's a shell that hasn't been ejected, and that's why he had to that 50 and to get shots on that helicopter. So I did notice that, and a lot of you did, so you guys are also observant. There was another comment to this effect. Gordon said, "Come on, Pete, it's only a movie. This is how all movies are made, to entertain, and therefore never accurate. 99% of viewers don't care about the finer details." 100% correct, but we are that 1%. And very important distinction here is, and somebody actually said this on our Patreon group, is to enjoy the movie first before making a video like this or critiquing it, because otherwise we'll lie on the couch and go like, oh, that's not right and that's not right. So I make a conscious effort when I watch a movie like that to try and just watch it for what it is. But that was a super fun video to make and people are really enjoying that video. And then also I got some for the title Pro Shooter Reacts from some guys in South Africa, which seems to be a South African thing for an elite few special individuals. This guy said on Facebook, it's lockdown and I've made the fault, that in itself is a fault, my friend, of watching a YouTube video of a pro shooter commenting on sniper scenes in movies. Note to self, don't go there. So sometimes I'll get a negative comment on YouTube, but for the most part it's some random person. I have no idea who it is, but this guy I actually know and he knows me and he's always super friendly to me. So to see this comment on a Sunday night, I don't know if he was super bored, but we had some of his friends jump on that little pro shooter thing. Now if I had to break that down to you guys, I actually make a living. I'm very fortunate and I pray every night and it still feels like a dream to be able to make a living doing this. And long story short, guys, we're all in this together. We're here to grow the sport, have fun. If nobody's forcing you to watch the video, so if you don't want to watch the video, then don't watch it. And yeah, it's funny how everybody hates on the channel, but then even this guy, like, he makes a negative comment but then proceeds to use the idea to engage a discussion about other people's favorite movies, which is the most unoriginal thing I've seen in a very long time. So I thought that was quite funny and a little bit unnecessary, but I guess as the saying goes, haters gonna hate, right? Right, next comment. So this is quite funny. The next comment is from 1894 Cusack. Question for you. How do I get into long-range shooting professionally? So for myself, the journey's been pretty unique. I came from a marketing background and I also did spend some time cycling competitively, semi/professionally. I had some sponsors on that side. So I kind of knew how that sort of marketing world worked. And I was fortunate enough to start getting good results and companies took notice, and that's sort of how we ended up in this position. But for the most part, all I can do is do well or add value. And in an ideal world, do both. So I hope that helps you. Right, so Luke says, I followed your advice and bought myself a Vortex torque wrench. So now I'll be able to go through this myself. Makes perfect sense. Thanks a million. I almost got the Wheeler Engineering wrench, but Vortex has me addicted to their products. Ha ha. Thanks for the great vid. I share your addiction, my friend. And I'm super glad you got the torque wrench. That comment was left on a video where I explained torque settings for which parts of a precision rifle system. If you haven't checked that out, I'm probably gonna put a little banner over here somewhere where you guys can check that out. So jumping back to our movie scene breakdown, Kai says the reason Mark was shooting left in the scene at the end was because he'd been previously shot by the cop who, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it by now, but the cop shot him in his right shoulder and that's why he was shooting left-handed in that scene at the end of the movie. So thanks for that, Ty. I should have thought of that. On that same video, Bryce says, if his rifle is zeroed at 100 yards, he would shoot low at 75. Might have been just an honest misword on your part though. Yes and no. So this is actually the super frustrating thing with making videos like this. Sometimes, you know how when somebody says something and then like 2 days later you go like, oh, if only I'd said that. Well, that happens a lot when you make YouTube videos, right? So sometimes I'll film something and then edit it 3 days later and I would have broken down the whole scene that I would have done, and then I see, oh, I made a mistake here and I can't go back and fix it, and you kind of just have to roll with the punches in that case. Now, actually, if he was zeroed at 100 yards and he was shooting that guy at 75, he wouldn't have much of a shift at all. So I went to work it out, and he would have had to be zeroed at about 300 yards for him to hit 2 milli-radians, MRAD, not moles, low on that guy with the RPG. So yeah, quite a few guys actually pick up on that too. Sayiso Daniel, you comment a lot, bro, and I appreciate you a lot. I believe you are from Cape Town too, and I see your comments often, so thank you very much for that. Thank you for the videos, enjoying them from Gardens, Cape Town. I just said that. Making the lockdown much less stressful. Can't wait to get into PRS one day. Daniel, if you're from Cape Town, you want to check out the NRL, And I think most of the time people just say PRS because that's kind of how the sport started, but we really should start referring to it as precision rifle because that's kind of encompassing the whole thing. But we would love to see you at an NRL match after the lockdown. Obviously you're on my Facebook and things, so just keep an eye out for that. We'll announce whenever we have new matches. Just pop in and come visit, say how's it, introduce yourself. It'll be awesome to see you. And for me personally, making these videos for you guys makes my lockdown easier too, and it gives me something to do, so I appreciate you guys watching them. I would like your opinion on the movie Gunman with Sean Penn. In the beginning, he assassinates a guy in a moving car through the windshield. I'm not going to read the rest of your comment because that's going to give away some of the spoilers, because I don't think a lot of people have seen this. Now, funny story, when I initially did that movie breakdown thing, I actually had the Gunman in that. And then the video was going to be an hour-and-a-half long video if I wanted to do all the movies. So the good news for you guys is there's more videos like that coming, and that scene in that specific movie is absolutely one. I've already actually cut out that scene of the movie so that I can do that for you guys in the upcoming video, which we probably would get to in the next sort of month. I just need to give you some education things in the next while. We've got some super cool videos coming up. But yeah, I haven't actually watched the whole movie, and that's a little bit of a problem with that one, because now I might see something that I shouldn't see out of sequence. So yeah, I'm probably gonna ruin that movie for myself, but I guess that's the cost of making stuff for you guys. Anyway, next comment comes from Dan. And this was on our video from yesterday, I really enjoy behind the scenes. You're a truly blessed man. Thank you, Dan. As I said earlier, I think about that on a daily basis, and I chat with my wife and I say, like, it is unbelievable. And again, I can't say this enough, I have you guys to thank for that, 100%. Wish I was more in a position to be able to help on Patreon. Thanks for all the time you put into this, watching from Sandy River Plantation, Maine. I know I won't qualify, but I figured I'd put it out there so you could grasp where people are from. Dan, I appreciate the comment, mate. And that was super cool to see in the last video, where everyone's commenting from Finland, Sweden, Ireland, all over the world. Incredible, super, super cool. And Dan, no worries on the Patreon thing, mate. Whenever you're ready, we'll see you there. That community is doing super well. During this lockdown, actually, we have a private WhatsApp group with some of the higher tier guys, and we were able to actually help get food from one of the farmers that was gonna have to throw away food during this lockdown period, to get that out into food parcels for people. So it's been incredible to see that little community coming together. And I also enjoy making the bonus videos for you guys that are on the Patreon. You would have gotten an extra one yesterday where we shared some sort of behind the scenes things, which we might actually touch on at the end of this video. I don't know, I'm still deciding. Dan, once again, thanks for your comment. You're also a regular comment, so I recognize your name. Garrett Hamilton on our Perfect Rifle match said, "Damn!" I hope you said it like that. That was super impressive. Subbed. Dude, rock on, man. Thanks for watching that video. I had a lot of fun that day. And those videos are super cool for me to make, because the content gets created by itself, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm just filming what's happening, whereas a video like this, I actually have to go think about the video, sort of plan the video out, and make the video. So videos like these are much harder to do than going to film a match, for example. The challenge with filming a match, though, is to run the cameras, also think about the match. It's a little bit more things to juggle with, so that makes it a little bit harder in the sense of actually shooting the match and concentrating on the match. But for the most part, as you can see, I generally just go out to matches and I try and have fun, and then the irony is you actually end up doing a little bit better. Maija. I'm gonna go for Maija. Why do people lick their ear pro? This is not the first time I have seen that. So I generally, when I use my in-ear ear pro, I give it a little bit of a, and then they just go in a little bit easier. And I think maybe because of the little bit of lube that's in there, I get a little bit of a better seal, but that's kind of why I do it. And I think I do it because I saw somebody else do it. But I'll tell you what, very important when you get home, take a little bit of an alcohol rag, rub it off, because otherwise the second time you do that, does not taste great. Got that t-shirt. So this comment is funny. Mark Wahlberg is anti-gun only because he's an actual felon. I don't know how true that is, but it's probably Googleable, but that was quite funny. Russell! Mate, you're full of shit. Stop taking yourself so serious. You're boring. Okay, Russ. Thanks for your comment, bro. I don't know actually what to say to that, because Gary's comment on our logo redesign was quite funny, and yeah, I'm not gonna read that. I'm just gonna leave that there. Thanks, Gary, for your contribution. So the next comment I really identify with, because it's something that I think not a lot of people understand. Happy Halfwood said, love it. Finally, someone has pointed out that 1 MOA is an inch at 100 yards and 10 inches at 1,000. So the further you go, the luckier the headshot gets. Now, yep, we explained that in that video. It's a cone of fire that increases as we sort of go out. Right, so John Frank says I should go through some of the shooter episodes of the TV series to critique those and make a separate series on that. John, that sounds like a great idea. It'll be very time consuming, because in these other sort of motion pictures, big time movies, it was quite, not easy, but it was not as time consuming to find those specific scenes. So with Shooter, I'm actually gonna have to go and watch it to find those scenes. Now, I did watch season 1 of Shooter, or some of season 1, and I actually gave up watching Shooter. Apparently it got better from season 2, but I gave up watching it due to some of those inconsistencies. It was just too much, and I think my wife might have been on a Gossip Girl trend then, so I kind of gave up on that. And you also thanked me in your comment for the hard work we put into the videos, John. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that a lot. And reading a comment like yours makes it 100% worth it. It's awesome. Alex just brought a Strike Eagle 5-25 by 56, mounting it on my brand new Christensen Arms Mesa chambered in 300 PRC. Alex, dude, it sounds like a sick rifle. So excited to see how this combo performs. Really excited about the 34mm tube and the 56mm objective at that price point. I paid $573.77 USD because I'm Leo, and but even at full price I'd be excited. Dude, I'm pumped for that rifle. Have you got it already? Maybe you can add a comment if you're watching this video, but that sounds like a freaking sick rifle. I'm tempted on the 300 PRC, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go 300 Norma. Guys, that is it for the video. I appreciate you watching. As always, leave a comment. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts, and for the most part at this point I'm trying to read all the comments on the videos, so for me it also feels like, even though this is a little bit of a one-way conversation, but when I read your comments back it gives me a good feel for what you guys like in the videos, what you don't like. So I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for watching and good luck for the rest of the week. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be on Sunday. We're taking back Sundays. Also one of my favorite bands as a teen. Yeah, have a good one. Bye. Oh, don't forget to sub here. Some other cool videos over here or here. And then you can join our little Patreon community, which is not so little anymore, down here. I'd appreciate that a lot. See you guys in the next one. Bye.